The Dolphins off their first win of the season. Can you believe it? They come into this equal with one win with the Panthers. Let's start with the Dolphins. This is Suncorp Stadium. Skipper Tommy Gilbert, he's back from suspension, so he'll dive into the second row. Max Plath moves to lock. Felice Kafusi to prop. Mark Nichols to the duty bench. Ray Stone has been suspended, so he will not participate here. Panthers fans, listen up. A big boost for the Premiers. Fullback. Clive Churchill medalist. Australian fullback Dylan Edwards is back on deck after missing 3 games with a groin injury. Scott Sorensen, concussion. He's also back. But Mitch Kenny and 5'8 Jack Cole, they are both out. This is the time, folks. Former Eel Blaze Talangi, for the first time, will wear number 6. Ooh. While Luke Summerton, he's the new hooker. Isaiah Papali'i and Luke Garner move to the bench after starting against the Cowboys. Brian, I'll ask you this question. Is now the time to get around the pennies?
To make the 8?
Yep.
Just give me one more game. I just want to see how this halves combination go.
Okay.
I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think we will see Blaze Talangi in New South Wales Cup ever again this year?
No, I don't think we'll see him in the Panthers jersey this year, not with a 6 on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Solid.
Do you like that?
I do like that. I hope so, because he's a terrific kid to watch.
Can you take me down to Wollongong, Brian?
I'm going to take you straight down to Wollongong.
Yep.
And it's Friday, the 11th of April. My birthday's on the 12th. Thanks very much, guys.
Yeah,
good. 51. This time last year I was in Bali.
Oh. By the way, Toby Dow, True Crime Tuesday.
Yeah.
He did a Frank. He did a Frank from White Lotus on your 50th birthday.
Oh, he did. He did. He hadn't drunk. Yeah, Tobes had never drunk.
19 years.
Oh,
Yeah, and he just got full of it. There was Albert. St George Illawarra Dragons, no change to the team that got beat by the Eels last week. The Titans, however, I'm doing this. I'm going old school. Fullback, De Groot. Wingers, Francis and Fafita. Your centres, Kelly and Semi. Your halves, Brimson and Campbell. Your front rower, Fodawaka, RCG. Hooker, Sammy Verrills, he's back. Back row of Cleese Haas, Beau Fermor, baby feet. Chris Randall is your lock. Bench, Ho? Is it correct? Is that Arama?
Yeah, Arama Ho.
David Fafita, JJ Jolliffe, and Brock Gray. That will be your Titans 17.
Okay. In the great words of the Rugby League authority, Gibbo.
Ducks.
Is Flano playing Ducks and Drapes? Because I notice here the number 21 is Lycan King Tonga.
Yes, he was the gun kid.
Young half.
They're frothing on him.
Yes.
Frothing on him.
So Ducks and Drapes, or as per your
Well,
program?
you're going to have to pull the trigger. Is this the we could be seeing 2 careers or 3 careers about to kick off in the NRL, and they're all in the halves.
Okay. Tourist makes himself captain and gives himself the big game of the week. Broncos take on the Roosters. Touristo.
Yes, Brendan Piakura, he's got a 2-game ban, so Jaden Hunt is in the starting side. Marty Tapau, he joins the bench, and Tyson Smoothie is the new 18th man. For the Roosters, the Chad has been dropped.
Oh, the Chad.
He has been dropped for Hugo Savala. Hugo Savala. Just his 4th game, and his first as a starter. No Lindsay Collins, he's also out for, I think, 6 weeks, it was reported. So Nat Butcher, he moves from lock to prop.
Oh, wow. That's
Victor Radley returns, though,
interesting.
from cheekbone injury in the number 13. And Mark Nwanganitawase, he's been named as 18th man. He came out late last week with a calf injury.
This has got the Gibbo authority as well.
If he's good to go, the mail on Dom Young has been he'll be dropped.
But what it does, right, what it does by Trent Robinson naming Dom Young there, if he is to be dropped, it just puts more homework into the coaches for the opposing team to go, okay, are we going after Dom or we're not? He's wedging in. What are we doing there? They carved up that side, by the way, in that big victory. On the other side of the field, they also had a day out because Cobbo picked up 3, didn't he, Mitchie?
They're 1 try away from raising the bat for the half century. They go to the right. Walsh goes now. Mariner. Oh, there it is.
Speed.
It kills, and it's killing the Roosters tonight. Cobbo gets another. And the Broncos do raise the bat. That's the 50. That is full time here at Allianz Stadium. And it was a comprehensive victory for the Brisbane Broncos. Game 1 of 2025, 50 points to 14 against the Sydney Roosters.
50 to 14, and this time they're at home, Brian. But you do often see a response, don't you, the second time around?
Definitely.
Yep.
You do, because it's in the back of your mind. You said, right, we got beat by 50 there. So you just try a little bit harder. I don't think they can win the Chooks, but it's going to be much more competitive than that round 1 game.
I think so.
Hang on, when's Mitchie getting?
Mitchie, you going to make your debut?
I think here we are, boys.
This is it.
Put the sign out. Let me run through.
Yep.
Sharkies, Seagulls. They are playing over in Perth on Saturday Arvo. A couple of ins and outs for the Sharks. Teague Wilton and Sifa Talakai are back.
Big ins.
And Billy Burns drops to the reserves. For the Seagulls, Josh Alaa, good to go after missing round 5 with a shoulder injury, which means Toff Sipley moves back to the bench. Very interesting from the Manly side. Hooker Lachlan Croker listed among the reserves, and he's closing in on that return.
Oh, okay.
So that could be
and
a great thing.
Tommy Talau
on the way back as well, which is very exciting for Manly. Makes that backline conversation very interesting.
It does, actually. It really does. Okay, that's fascinating because Saab's out of the clash, isn't he?
Saab's out, and obviously...
Well, he's named.
Tommy Turbo.
Saab's been named.
Saab's in, sorry.
He's named.
Okay, well, Tommy Turbo's out.
Well, I think you could take it as written that I'll be surprised if Saab did a calf, didn't he?
He wasn't it the string? Thought it was the
hamstring?
ankle.
You'd like to back Tommy Talau playing, wouldn't you? There's a lot of ducks and drapes, I think, happening in this particular round. Teams are under siege, under pressure. Rabbitohs and the Cowboys. Ooh, here we go. It is a big game coming up here. We look forward to this one here. Well, the big news is going to be who is wearing the 6 for the Cardinal Red and the Myrtle Green, and it is officially Latrell Mitchell. Latrell Mitchell, the Dalian leading player at the moment, remains at fullback. Jai Gray. Alex Johnston back into the side for the South Sydney side. Jaden Sullivan will be the halfback. So that's the major news there, Brian.
Hang on. You've missed someone.
What have you missed? Oh, Ewan Aiken.
Yes. No, I'm not going. It's just...
Ewan Aiken into the centres. So
who we know is one of Wayne's favourites.
Yes. Okay, that is fascinating there. Liam LeBlanc, we love the name, best name in rugby league at the moment. He joins the duty bench. Cowboys, co-captain Ruben Cotter. They got the job done without him last week. A late scratching against the Penrith Panthers due to illness. So he comes into the side. Sam McIntyre, who I thought was great last week.
The whole bench was terrific.
They were great. And Harrison Edwards, who was terrific, he goes to 18th man. Zach Laybutt still there, floating around. Carl Lawton and Thomas McKaylee are listed amongst the reserves. I can't wait for Laybutt to get a crack because that poor kid's gone through an ACL. So that's the case for the Rabbitohs and the Cowboys. And, of course, that game is going to be at Optus Stadium in Perth. Brian, take us to Darwin, if you don't mind.
Yeah, up to TIO Stadium. Not GIO, TIO. TIO Stadium in Darwin. It's going to be played at 7:05 local time. Now, the Eels. Let's go and have a look at the Eels team. Zachy Lomax, well, he's named on the wing again. Sean Russell's going to be in the centres. And I love this kid, this Riley Smith.
I do too.
He's just all energy.
Another Panther.
Riley.
Is he?
Played first-grade cricket.
Oh, he's one of those?
Yeah.
Damn those talented people. And the gynecologist, he's back to the bench. He was very good, I thought. Oh, here we go. Experienced duo, Ryan Madison and Bailey Simonson are among the reserves. Bailey Simonson.
Ooh. Hey, you know who you know who's flying in New South Wales Cup? Danny Levi.
Yeah.
News of the signing of Brayley.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? Like somebody could do with him. Maybe the team they're playing.
I'm just saying the bloke who's starting, our man.
Tom starting.
Yeah. You're looking at him first.
No, I understand. My point is, with Nick Nack Paddywhack sitting there on the bench.
Mm. Oh, you're saying now. Let's bail now.
Nick Nack Paddywhack, give Danny a phone and get him out of there. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No changes to the Raiders team. So, I think, Raiders. Raiders for me.
Raiders for you.
Why do you keep turning off your mic?
Touristy, let's go to the Storm and the Warriors, Amy Park, Sunday, 2 o'clock. Bathe in sunshine, we hope. Before we do that, let's go into this, Tourist. The Storm win big in 2022.
Goes through Bromwich. Hughes kicking for Coates again. Turning Kosey around. How does this one turn out? Coates is there! He's got 4! Here is Grant for Munster. He's away into the backfield. Olam versus Walsh. The speedster can't stop the powerhouse from Papua New Guinea. It's a record-equaling win for the Melbourne Storm here this evening.
Fletch, in my opinion, right now, I think he's the world's best winger, Xavier Coates.
Yep.
I think by the end of the year, it will be universally accepted that he is. Do you agree that he's the best winger in the comp?
I say Brian To'o when fit is the best winger in the comp.
Really?
Yes.
Better than Xavier Coates?
Better than Xavier Coates. I know Xavier Coates is a lot better in the air, but grinding out those yards, for me, To'o.
Okay. All right. What do you think, Touristo?
I think it's whatever the type of player you want on the wing.
Okay.
So I it's a bit of a cop-out, but
Yep.
Brian To'o is that he does all the carries, whereas if you want the quintessential tall, fast winger, you go the other way.
Okay. Righto, Switzerland. What have you got?
Yeah, exactly. Craig Bellamy has picked these same 17 that beat Manly last week. The only change is that Joey Chan, Jackie, has come in as 18th man. Lazarus Villapu has dropped out. Will Warbrick and Nas are still sidelined after concussions. For the Warriors, only one change. They beat the West Tigers before the bye. So Rocco Berry,
yes.
he returns from a hamstring injury.
Yes,
so
deserved.
Adam Pompey goes to the wing.
Oh.
Ed Cozzy goes to the reserves. 18th man, Tanner Boyd.
Okay. Can anyone tell me, this might be a question for the Holic, how's Jet Cleary been travelling in
I don't know.
reserve grade?
Well, the Holic will be listening. He'll be able to jump in.
Yeah.
There was a
Holly, give us an update, please.
There was a story that the Ukraine National Rugby League team, Ukrainians are trying to get Jet Cleary to play for them in the European Championships.
Okay, fair enough. Good
He's
stuff.
got his grandmother is Ukrainian, and so they're trying to get Jet to play bit of rep for Ukraine.
Well, that rules him out of Origin.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, we can't be giving the Ukrainians our best player.
No, we can't.
Sorry, Jet, you are not eligible for the Blues. See ya.
Speaking of up-and-comers, we have got the great man, Mitchie. Mitchie's in the studio and this time on camera to present us for the 4:05 game on Sunday afternoon at McDonald Jones Stadium. The Newcastle Knights taking on the West Tigers, who met in round one in a tight, dour affair. 10 points to 8, to which the Knights would sneak home.
There's a lot of questions marks around the Knights. I said questions marks, and I'm upset about that to start the show. But no, there's a lot of question marks around the Knights half. So Jack Cogger, he's going to be out. And so we're looking at Fletcher Sharp at 6, Phoenix Crossline at 7.
Ooh.
Matty Arthur coming onto the bench, number 14. So there's a fair bit of movement there. Jacob Saifidi, Jack Hetherington and Adam Elliott all sidelined for the Knights. So their forward pack looking a little light. Jerome Luai comes back from suspension, as does Samuela Fainu and Jarrell Skelton. That's a big boost to Benji's side.
So Tyrone Thompson, he's the twin brother of Leo, isn't he?
Yes.
So he makes his debut.
Yeah, that's a big one. And then that's, I think, really the Knights really need to get around Tyrone.
Yeah.
With the depth that they've, the amount of experience that they've lost, and then losing Leo next year, get around Tyrone now and show him some love. And, maybe
He's a back, though, isn't he? Isn't he outside back?
Is he?
Or is he a forward?
I think he's a prop as well.
Oh, prop. I thought he was an outside back.
He played Union, I know that. He was a Union.
Maybe he was.
That's what he was. And then New Zealand Rugby Union player, yeah.
What position was he playing in Union?
In Union.
Have you got a photo there, too?
He's a big man.
Are they identical?
He played hooker.
Right. So he's going to be front row
Yeah.
then.
Oh, he is.
Twins. They're twins.
Yeah.
Look,
Identical twins, though.
They're ITs.
Yeah,
Definitely.
ITs. Beautiful.
I'd say Tyrone's a little thicker.
Yeah.
Around the neck region,
and
maybe.
You found out some data on that about a month ago, didn't you?
I did find out a bit of data about downstairs. It's not identical.
It's not?
It's not
I
identical.
thought you said it was.
No.
Oh.
Far from it.
Okay, sorry.
All men aren't born equally.
Okay, Brian. All right, let's move on. That's it. That is the big news out of Teamless Tuesday. So well done to you, Mitchie. Well done to you. And I'll tell you who's coming up. Yes, Tourist, what have you missed?
Well, I thought it would be nice to bring back the return of Smash and Pass for round number 6.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
okay.
Early.
Yeah.
It's early,
Yep.
but you're willing to?
Yeah.
I'll do it because our man soy sauce, he loves it.
Okay, all right. Let's lock it in. Now, big favourites. Okay, we'll talk about the favourites in these games. Smash or pass. You can pass. There's no problem with that. Let's start with this, Brian. Let's start with the first game, which is Panthers to beat the Dolphins.
Panthers to beat the Dolphins. Yeah, it's not a straight-out smash because the Dolphins looked really sharp last week. And the Panthers are down in confidence. You know what I'm doing? I'm passing.
Passing.
I'm going Dolphins.
Dragons and the Titans. Dragons. What are you doing with the Dragons?
It's win. Smash.
Titans have never won in win, so
Smash.
that's a smash. Broncos hosting the Roosters.
Double smash, triple smash. But I hope
Smash
the kid.
burgers.
But I hope the kid goes well. I hope another local junior. Not many of us.
No.
Not many of us. I can remember there's 3.
First of 2, Sharkies in Perth for the Seagulls.
Yeah. Sharks smashing.
Yeah, I'm
Smashing the
with you
Sharks.
there too, Brian. Okay, Rabbitohs the second of 2 games, and the Cowboys. Rabbitohs haven't won.
Yeah,
at
I'm going.
Optus.
I'm smashing the cows.
I'm smashing the Cows
It's
too.
reverse cowgirls all day.
Yep,
every
it does.
day.
It makes me nervous. Aiken in the centres, Latrell at 6 though. He just keeps finding a way. The great Wayne Bennett. But you South Sydney fans, I promise you, I'll stay off them until you tell me otherwise. Eels and the Raiders in Darwin, Brian.
Yeah, and I love Rolsey. He's very smashable.
As a coach?
But I'm going up there with the Raiders. I think it was a great win. It took a lot out of them, the young blokes, emotionally. Raiders, smash.
Smash. Storm and the Warriors, Webby's Warriors.
Double smash, triple smash.
Okay, Knights with Phoenix Crossland.
Yeah.
And
They
Gun
can't.
Sharp in the halves.
Yeah, they defended pretty good last week. I know it doesn't look like it when they got 20 put in, but that first half, they were good. He just needs some help, the kid at the back. Come on, Fletcher, Sharp, give the kid a hand.
So?
KP. Without conviction, Knights, smash.
Okay. All right. Yes, tourist?
This might be one of my first ones of the year.
Yeah.
But Alex, please.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Right, put it up on the board then. Sleazy, get out of that blanket and get a pen ready. Get a pen ready, please, and you're going to stick it on the wall.
West Tigers will beat the Knights.
Oh.
13 plus.
13 plus.
13 plus.
Wow.
I think it's a dominating performance.
Wow.
Okay.
A career-defining performance for Benji and his West Tigers side up there.
Okay.
Smash, smash, smash.
Oh, smash, smash, smash. From the captain today, the tourist.
You're still here? We'll see more on the Joel and Fletch socials and catch us live on SEN Radio. Because if you don't, you're an A grade. But if you do, you're the absolute Mickey.